Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to episode 10 of Stationeers Venus, which originally aired live on Twitch. And the disclaimer that as this is an hour of a stream that has already aired, I am far past the point at which this episode depicts, so keep that in mind in the comments. Thank you, and let's get started. I now feel like I'm Steve Jobs trying to make Apple more white. That is both in regards to his products, where he's obsessed with white products, and also their hiring practices. Zing! Yeah. Let's get more white paint. Well, hiring practices for this country. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't speak ill of the dead. It's not like you can defend himself anymore. The funny thing about this is I am sure, without a shadow of a doubt, I'm going to decide, oh, I need to... Oh, no! Why did I do that? Oh, boy. Well... now I have to print blue paint, too. Can I paint the frames? Yeah, I can paint the frames. Except for the cum is white, so I don't really need more. I don't need to make them extra white. Also, let's not forget what I was originally doing. Filling up batteries. I'm trying to increase the albedo of my base and thereby increase or decrease the temperature of Venus by an immeasurable, minuscule amount. And that was a fun albedo joke. You're welcome. Yeah, you can paint just about anything you want. I just don't think I really need to paint much more. Although there might be some stuff up here. Oh, no, there isn't, because this is the floor and the ceiling. Hey, Crunk! Your sub can drink now. Holy God. That is one drunk sub. Fixed. All right, it is tempered out. Guess there's nothing else to smelt. We've got almost 100 kPa of X. Came back to base decoration. I'm not really decorating anymore. So, plumbing. Let's vacuum seal this area. Is that connected already? Yeah, I guess it is. Cool. Then let's wire it up. This will go inwards. Oh God, the stupid reflection, I can't even see. I'm gonna have to rip up some walls. Maybe I'll go a simpler way. I'll go a simpler direction with this. Longer, but... oh, really? I can't... ugh. I really hate putting walls down before I'm ready. I just want to take a crowbar and bash everything. Because just keep saying everything's inaccessible. Alright, so if I wanted to pick up power, I think the easiest way for me to do it would be from here. There it is. All right, close this door. Have another save, because I might blow up. I don't know. This is not a very voluminous room, so it should be pretty quick to seal up. And while I'm making vacuum here, I'll have myself a little snack. Oh, no. Don't fly away. Yeah, we're already down to 20 kPa. The other thing I ought to do is here. Let's set up the sensors. So we've got the airlock. Nope. Where are they? Let's search for vacuum. So the external composite door, the internal composite door, the activent, and the sensor. Done. You hear how quiet it is? Oh, God, I didn't put my battery back in this thing. So, yeah, we are this true vacuum here. Micro vacuum, or, you know, micro atmo here. Come on. Pull it out. Oh, yeah, this game is just crazy depth. Even now, I'm, what, hour 9? I'm, like, scratching the surface now. Basically nothing. Yeah, look, I could almost not make noise anymore. All I can hear is... The only noise I hear is the vibrations that vibrate within my own suit, within the atmosphere of my suit. There is no noise in the atmo here. Okay, so we're millimoles here. Almost true vacuum. Nothing. 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 And nothing. I think we're true vacuum. Cool. Turn that off, because we don't need it on to be true vacuum. Let's cycle to exterior. Whoa! Jesus, that was fast. Cool. And then let's go inside again. And make sure that this works properly. I feel very bad for your bank account that I make you buy new games. Oh no, this definitely didn't work. I need to reverse the doors. The internal door and the external door should be reversed because the vacuum's on the other side. So the internal door should be exterior and the exterior door should be interior. I know how confusing that is, but it's just like, yeah, it's the way it is. All right, now we wait to vacuum it out again. Good job, me. The simple airlocks are designed to, I could throw in an advanced airlock in there if this doesn't work. How's the multiplayer in this game? Fully working. 100% working multiplayer. So here's my radiators. I don't actually need it vacuum sealed to test. So let's pressure test. There are no... Well, there is actually some NPCs, yeah. But they don't really do anything yet. There are enemies that you can shoot called grounders, and then there are traders that you can have arrive at your base, but they're pretty simple. Yeah, I am indeed irradiating the vacuum. There are enemies too, yeah. They're pretty early in development, so I wouldn't say that that's a good reason to play this game, because they're kind of not in yet. Okay, so now it works. I reversed it. We're good. In fact, this thing doesn't even have ammo anymore. So let's go back through. And now I just have to put pollutant. I have to put chlorine gas in that purple there. And in fact, it shouldn't even be purple. If I was being honest, it should be yellow, because it's going to be pure. You know, it's going to be pure pollutant that's in there. So let's work on that. No, I do. Oh yeah, I do have my data disk. All right, hold on. Yeah, there it is. Let me turn this music down a little. So pollutant needs to get inside that pipe from this tank. How? I really don't. I don't know. Just a long pipe, I guess. And a volume pump at the end of it. All right, so let's make a volume pump. A volume pump helps to push gas through a system. So, give me that volume pump. All right, this is not music. There's so much discord. Come on now. Play music. So the volume pump here, what it allows you to do is if all I did was create a pipe from here, where the X is, where the pollutant is, right? Because this is pure pollutant, over to my cooler over here, it wouldn't really help me out any, because it would be such low density coolant that, like, there wouldn't be a lot of coolant in the system. Like, much the way if your air conditioner has very, very low Freon, you know, you're not going to be able to generate a lot of cooling. So this is going to be a really weird setup for now. It's going to look very, very strange, but essentially what I'm going to want is a volume pump to shove pretty much all of my coolant. I'm just going to call it coolant because that's how I'm using it. I'm going to have a volume pump here to shove all of my coolant into my AC systems. And then turning this down too. And then I'm going to be running this a long time. So there is my volume pump. And then let's wrench this in. And this is mostly proof of concept for the first run. Okay, there we go. So now this just has to run over to here. You love the difficulty, you just get lost on what to do? Yeah, I mean, I think everybody's with you there. Ultimately, it's just like your hierarchy of needs would be probably what you need to do. Your hierarchy of needs in this game are not like that of real life, because in this game, it's not, you know, water, food, shelter. It's more power, water, shelter, food. or something. I apologize. I'm going to have these descend from the ceiling height so that I can actually see what I'm doing. Because if I embed them in the roof or the ceiling, I can't see them anymore. This is a temporary setup, but it's a sort of long-term temporary setup. Just to let you know. It's going to be here for a while. Oh, you know what? I could actually have it... Well, if I run along the walls, it disappears too. Yeah, I'm just going to have it visible. Function over form here. Long-term temporary setup. Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. It's going to be a while because I need a lot of X. I can get a lot of X. There's a guide somewhere on the internet. Maybe someone can find it for me. There's a guide that tells you what elements outgas for what gases. And if I knew that, I could then smelt whatever elements produce a lot of X, capture that gas, and actually get a lot of X. But I don't know that off the top of my head. So now, if I take a look at this, this should have very, very low density X in it. And as you can see, here, let me close my UI a little bit. It does, right? It has very, very, very low density X. And then on the other side of this volume pump, it should be nothing, which it is, because this volume pump is not on. So, of course, it doesn't allow anything through it. It acts as a stop valve. I'm going to rotate this pump a little bit, actually. And then... so that I can see the power and data. Next up, I need some cables. Some beautiful cables. What does X do for me? X helps facilitate heat transfer better than other gases. I could have used any gas. And there's a very, very, very good argument to be made where, given the abundance of CO2, why the heck am I not using CO2? And I actually don't disagree with you necessarily. Here you go, waste tank. But I don't know. Just X has its purpose, and its purpose is heat transference. On the wiki, there's a fuel table. Yeah, link it to me. Maybe it's the correct one. All right, so for this, then I need to wire up my air conditioner and my pump together. So again, this is going to be a temporary long-term setup. Because I don't want to bury my cables in my ceiling, because I would lose them. So they're going to run like maximum jank. But all of this is temporary. Once there's enough X in my system... Didn't I just take a sip of water? Once there's enough X in my system... Sounds like I'm doing ecstasy. Twitch, I'm not doing drugs. Don't ban me. That's not what I'm talking. Once there's enough coolant in my coolant pipes, I will not require any of this. All right, and then if I take a look at how many moles are... Ooh, yeah, I'm drinking a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna run out of water sometime soon. All right, so now, if I take a look at this pipe, again, I haven't turned on the volume pump yet. So it should be X on one side, nothing on the other. And then if I turn on this volume pump, it should then push the X to my coolant, which it is currently doing, to the point where there at some point won't be any X left. That volume pump is going to suck all the X that I produce and shove it into my coolant pipes, which is exactly what I want. I want high density coolant So yeah, this is going correct. Yep. And then wall cooler. So now the wall cooler is on, and if I jump, it's 1 degree cooler by the wall cooler here. It's not, it hasn't been on long enough, and it hasn't been fed enough X yet to definitively say this works, but I'm getting a really good calf workout. That I can tell you. No, I don't want the room. Give me the... Yeah, see, there it is. 167 kPa of X. On the other side, there's 6 kPa of X. So it's going to shove all the X I produce to the left side where the coolers are. And these coolers are not producing any cool. I might need multiples. The other question is, how much power is this cooler drawing? Because this might not be scalable, given my current power grid. The water cooler is drawing a kilowatt and then 10 watts. So it is occasionally drawing a kilowatt, which is a lot of power. And I'm probably going to need to leave that cooler on for like hours for it to work. But I do have multiple coolers and I am producing X, so it is becoming faster. Do you have to be careful to overpressure? It would be so long for me to overpressure. Yeah, the guide for the outgas. So it looks like gold, iron, and lead have the most pollutant. Cool. Yeah, these pipes aren't going to overpressure anytime soon. They can hold a ton, and they'll start groaning when I get overpressured. But yeah, these pipes are at like a tiny fraction of capacity, a really tiny fraction. All right, well, hypothetically, I have air conditioning. I can't say it's conditioned much. If I really, really, really wanted to make sure to see if it worked, I would have to like shrink the volume of this facility, which I'm not about to do. But what I do want to do is get maybe the rest of the coolers up and more radiators. More radiators might work, so let's do that. Radiator. I need my steel. Let's see if I can't hit it from here. 4-3. Nope. Got it. How many pipes do I have? Did I run out of pipes too? I think I ran out of pipes as well. So I have 3 radiators up here. Here's 3 more. I'm going to do 9 radiators, I guess. Two points from that distance. I know. I choked up. Am I... No, I don't have the X to loop circulate on itself. Actually, I'm not sure what you mean. Another thing I could do is do a battery-operated air conditioner and have that help. Also, there's a lot of stuff in this base producing heat, like the lights, the batteries, you know. It all makes heat. And the fact that I don't have a proper airlock doesn't help either. How creepy would it be if there was like a Slender Man out here or something like that? when it came out. Oh god, what a hilarious thing. The devs should do that. They should get on that. Like a hero, you know, the version of a Herobrine. Oh, it's so quiet. All right, for now, this. So if I take a look here, this is the X that I've got. Actually, this X, look at the temperature of this X, guys. Look at that temperature, guys. It's working. I brought something down to 15C on Venus. Yeah. Yeah. I don't have a lot of gas, but, you know, the very little gas I have cooled down. I guess I could paint the radiators yellow. It doesn't really matter to me. I want to get to the pipe. Let me get my wrench out. So yeah, it's proof of concept. It has worked. And it scales up. So what I can do is I can, actually it kind of looks nice. It's like my little, yeah, I don't know. So the other coolers, let's hook up the other coolers. Actually, I've not slept at all, so. Victory win conditions? Oh, no. I'm still dehydrating to death, starving to death, asphyxiating to death. I have solved this much in the scheme of things. It's just I have to celebrate the little victories here. How much food is left? There's actually a fair bit of food. This is an empty water bottle, but this is a pretty good amount of food plus a cereal bar. Here's the portable air conditioner that I was mentioning. So let's see. I do, if I'm starting to air condition in my base, I do sort of need to stop with the improper air locking. Thump. Hello, air conditioner. I don't know why the air conditioner would have a fake British accent, but it does in my fantasies. Greetings, sir. Would you like to kill all humans? No, air conditioner, no! Don't do that! Not all humans are bad. Just the ones that speak loudly in the theater. Pedophiles and those that speak loudly in the theater. Those are the ones that you have to kill. Okay, so here's the air conditioner. Set cold. Let's make 2 more large batteries. Also, I do recall I ripped batteries out of some of these things to power things on. So let's do 2 more large batteries. Gold and steel. My gold is in here, my steel's in here. And we'll get these on. So if I am actually treating my atmosphere now, I ought to set up the hey, it's dropped 2 degrees in my base, guys. I just wanted to point that out. I mean, it's a small victory, but it is my victory. Yeah, so it's working. It's 2 degrees, but we'll set up more air conditioners. Now, the only worry about the additional air conditioners is we are going to be absolutely destroying our power grid. So we're going to have to then also add some additional power generation and possibly power storage to deal with the peaks and troughs of the day-night cycle. Where does this other battery come in? I don't even know. Okay, battery, you stay right there. Actually, you're going to blow away, and I'm never going to find you again. You go right here. The last spot. All right, air conditioner, go. It's flashing an error. Why? Shut up, air conditioner. Just work. I forget how you use these, if I'm going to be honest. Okay, fine. Let's take the X out then. Oh, I have to set it for hot? Oh, yeah, there we go. There we are. That's going to destroy my power. All right, let's set up the airlocks to actually airlock now. So the external composite door, the internal composite door, the external active vent, the internal active vent, the airlock gas sensor, and we're done. This data disk goes back in here. So we're down to 103 Celsius. We've dropped the base temperature by like 3 degrees. Yeah, what it's doing is it's like pulling hot air out of the, well, pulling hot air out and storing it. And as you can see, it is building up an internal pressure, which at some point I'm going to have to outgas. But for now, that is fine. I probably don't have much water left. The other, oh, and yeah, you can see what's happening in my battery now. Between charging up these big batteries and this air conditioner that has just been cranking, my power is, yeah, I knew that was a problem. So iron frames. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to do it now because it's becoming daytime. But the daytime is going to help with my power situation. The iron frames, we're going to add some additional solar power panels. So how many did I have? I had 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think. I could do 3 more, or safely. I could actually probably do 4 more, truthfully. I had 5 up there? I thought I had 6 up there. Well, I could check next night. Felt like a wasted night. Yep, 90. Yep, it's definitely cooling down. And then let's start sucking the X out. That sounds so dirty. And then we have a spare big battery. So these are both running off big batteries. Air conditioning costs a lot. But the base is cooler than it's ever been. Now, one could argue it would make sense to airlock here, like put an airlock here, and just worry about this one room, right? Because it's really only this one room that I care about. So how about I poll you guys? How should I handle base wide Atmo farm Atmo? So the advantage of base wide Atmo, eventually maybe I'm going to be able to take off my suit and the entire base would be one. Oh, I kind of need to do base wide Atmo just for the temperature here. I don't need to, but it would be easier. But I don't know. It can still be up to you. if it's base wide or just farm atmo. Yeah, we're down to 97. I took out the flat panel, added another one up top, so it's 6. Yeah, I do believe it's 6. I think that my solar power panels will never run at 100% efficiency, and therefore I can do 4 more. Maybe I'll have you all vote on that in a second. But I'm going to go run to the bathroom, so I'll give you over to Yoda, who's been so entertaining here that he's just a lump of meat. Hey, my little buddy. Ooh, 95 C, 2 more degrees. We're chilling pretty quick. I mean, at the cost of course, like, considerable power. As you can see, this is not recovered. I'm actually afraid that base wide atmo. All right, I'm down. I can handle that. I can click this off and let my kit battery recharge. So we're gonna slow down the cooling in lieu or in, so that we don't lose power. So there's no X now. Another thing I can start to set up is gas treatment. Let's try to bring this portable air conditioner upstairs. Oh, okay. Oh, actually, is it full? Oh, it's becoming fullish. How do I, what is this attached to? Does this, I have to look that up. Portable air conditioner. A tank connector. Okay. Tank connector. 5 iron. Okay, let's make a tank connector. So tank connector is going to allow me to vent out its gases. And where am I gonna put it? Again, I guess this is kind of temporary, so it doesn't need a permanent spot. So right there. Oh, no. Right here. Hopefully it's close enough. Let's wrench it down. Clunk. Now. Oh. Oh, I'm freaking stupid. Ah. I didn't realize it would just, like, fart out all of the hot gas, and now we're back to basically square one. Fail. Oh, okay. Alright, you stupid little... Okay, because normally pipes that aren't connected up don't gas out, but apparently this does. Cheeky breaky. Okay, so you are just gonna chill this area up here. I think if that's the way it worked... So, do you think... Yeah, it came... Okay, oh well. Whatever. Whatever. It's not the end of the world. So what I'm going to be doing is just connecting this up to here. And letting it fart out its hot stuff out of the base. Of course, this should be purple. And that way I can empty it out periodically. Probably enough pipes. I didn't realize it would just go off. Wow, that does not look like purple at all under this yellow light. Isn't that weird? I mean, I know that's how light works, but it's cool that this game simulates it so well. What else do I need here? I need, the purple paint. Let's print up some more perp. Hi, T-Crowd. Here, Jen, this box has the internet in it. Don't drop it. So now, when I clamp this down, it shouldn't just fart out its heat to the base anymore. I might want to test that. My X pipes have... So, as you see, the volume looks a lot less. Oh my goodness, look at the temperature of that X, though. Look at the temperature. Negative 98C. Uh-huh. And my battery's recovered. That's good. I can go outside soon. So, if I can go outside soon, what I'm going to need? I'm going to need some more cables. So, I'm going to try to add some additional solar power to my network. Where's my steel? Oh, I guess it's already in there. Hello. I have indeed watched IT Crowd. I think most techies probably. I mean, it's a very funny show, and people that work in IT really, or even tangentially, probably should watch it at some point. All right, let's keep pulling the X out. At this point, let's go and make 3 solar panels, if I have the mats for it. More solar panels doesn't necessarily help me if I don't have spots to store the power. So that's another issue. At some point, I might need to splice my entire base grid to 2 different grids so that I can, you know, run them more efficiently and all that jazz. Words are not coming to me very easily right now, but the concept is eventually what's going to happen is my base is going to require more than 5 kilowatts for normal operation, And once I surpass that 5 kilowatt for normal operation threshold, it's going to be pretty required of me to have at least heavier wires or like multiple networks, multiple batteries, multiple APCs, you know, so on and so forth. And now let's go back to normal lighting. We're not in the proper sun environment. Okay, so here is my solar panels. This is what I'm going to focus on first. Let's go outside. Looks like there's no X on my first floor, possibly, which is cool. Would be nice to keep a centralized power system. Yeah, I agree. Heavy cables, though, are expensive. I'm not against that idea. Absolutely. I don't want to sound like I'm against the idea. It's just heavy cables are expensive, so you have to consider, is it worth having one giant network? Power low. I say power low. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The data was on the right, the power was on the left. Oh, I didn't bring enough glass with me. I have glass for one of these. Let me go back and get some glass. Or, I'm a little worried, do I even have enough glass? Well, we'll see. How expensive is it? Well, it would include me rewiring the entire base. So it's not just about the resource cost, it's about the time and effort cost as well. Because for me to replace all of the cables in the base would just be a super big pain in the you-know-what. Because the regular cables here only can hold up to 5 kilowatts. The big ones can be 100 megawatts or whatever. So obviously the big ones are superior, don't get me wrong. To print them is slow, and it requires gold and copper, not just gold alone. So it's time and effort. Much like everything in this game. So I do not see any more glass, but my silicon's sitting right here. So let's get 2 more panes of glass. Thought it was actually not included. Yeah, but look at all the cables I have in the base, right? And then some of them are even buried in wall segments and stuff like that. And if I missed any of them, they would short out and break. So it would be very, very time consuming to replace them all because they're not necessarily all exposed to the base. Some of them are going to be, you know, in walls and stuff that I'm just not going to see very easily. Big old pain. Big old pain. The only and my advice would be the only reason to have like centralized all one big network is if you build a base that way. It's fine if you build your base that way, but if you know you don't want to retrofit a base that way because it's going to be so much effort. So there's that. The other I'm going to play it safe and not go with 10. I'll go with 9. So the question is, at maximum efficiency, each of these panels... I actually don't know the answer to that. So at maximum efficiency, these panels are supposed to be able to produce 500 watts. And these wires burn out at 5,000 watts. So 10 panels, I think, are the max. I don't know what happens if you hit exactly 5,000 watts or not. But I guess I don't want to find out, and I'm going to play it safe and only go with 9. Even if it's like 95% total efficiency. I'm fine with that. Whoa, I had just enough cables. Cool. Alright, so let's wrench to fix the angle. Yep, negative 90. God, I like the way these look. The solar panels used to look very different, and they are so much nicer now. So now we have, oops, let's not fall. We have them all angled at -90. Here's my lovely vacuum room that I haven't touched in a while. So that will generate us a third more power, right? We went out, or 50% more power. Did we do solar tracking? We did. Here it is. That's why they're, you know, they're automatically angling right now. You can actually see them as they tilt. They're tilting down towards the soon-to-be sunrise. Your panels aren't the only thing that can supply power. What happens when something asks of your batteries to supply? So, the battery that I have... So there is a concept of transformers in this game. And not like Decepticons or whatever. The transformers that I have in the base... The power here from this big battery leads to an APC, which acts as a transformer. So the APC can only supply up to 5 kilowatts of power. So there's no chance of burning out. Actually, no, that's not true. There is a chance of burning out in this setup right now. Is if this APC and this APC both demand more than 5 kilowatts combined, it would power it out. It would brown me out. It would short circuit. So with that in mind, it might be good to do a transformer. Actually, let's do that. Would it be worth running a second power circuit to run the AC? Possibly. Yeah, quite possibly. It depends when comes sun up. If my battery fills to full in the morning, we'll wait a few day-night cycles. And if the battery fills up during the day-night cycles, it's not that big of a deal. Also, the air conditioner isn't going to need to run forever. That's another key important note, that eventually the base will be temperate, and I'm not going to need to continually run my air conditioner forever. So I have high power demands now. Posture check. I have high power demands now, but that's not going to be true for infinity. All right, so let's see if this clamp works. Please work, please work, please work. I do not want a bunch of hot gas farting out on me. I want progress, not Congress. Yep, I don't feel farted on. So if we take a look here, the hot gas went in here. It was CO2 and N2. Yep. So it worked. That's cool. Actually, you know what? I just have it cool here. I don't really care what it is. It doesn't really need to be up top. So then the next thing I would say is we need to start cooling the gases in our tanks, because these tank gases are what is going to make up our atmosphere on our base. And as you can see here, even the oxygen is 100 degrees Celsius, right? All these tank gases are super, super hot. So as the base is cooling down, we need to also cool down our... Hey! Callius! Thanks for the sub! Cheers! I could feed it through the vacuum room with passive coolers, yeah, or I could just bring it down to base temp, which is what I'm going to do. But before I do that, let's fix the surge problem that I might have. So I'm going to make a quick transformer. This is going to cut power to the base. So the transformer is going to go here. Or maybe here. Actually, it's not going to cut power to the base, but the batteries will drain quick. All right, so the transformer is going to go here. And then I'm going to tell the transformer its maximum is going to be 4990, just shy of max. On. There. Now we don't have a potential problem anymore. So this transformer, basically what it's saying is power coming out of this cable here cannot be higher than 4990. So even if this area power controller and the area power controller up on the tower demands more than a combined 5 kilowatts, this transformer will not supply it. it will refuse to supply it. If I was being really smart, these 3 cables here would be replaced with heavy watt wire, which looks like this. I'll do that. But I am running out of gold. Is okay. So it would look something like this, so that the cabling between that's enough. The cabling between the transformer and the big old battery can't also get destroyed or whatever. But now I think you see how long it would take for me to replace all the cables in the base, and then I'd have no idea what to even do with the small cables. I'd have to, like, recycle them somehow. Yes. So now I'm not brownout proof, or I'm brownout proof rather. I'm good. The next question I have is, yeah, so we're definitely charging. As you can see, the potential power. See how the potential power of 6.25 megawatts is going up. That's an indicator that, let's see. Even when I turn on my ACs, our power is still charging. And yeah, we're down to 85C, 86C. One thing I'm curious about is to, well, I want to wire all those up, but I'm not going to do it. I could just leave it to one cooler. It's okay. But let's let the battery bounce back for now. All right. So the next big project. Before I work on the next big project, actually, I digress. Let me make sure that there's no X left. I'm just gonna have to walk everywhere like I'm in Phasmophobia or whatever. And make sure that there's no X left in this base. Sometimes it will read like the wrong gas because I'm pointing at some object, right? So like N2, but yeah, obviously. So the next project is going to be gas mixing. I think what I want is a 95-5 ratio of nitrogen to carbon dioxide. But I am willing to have you brainstorm with that with me. But I'll explain why that would be. And let me do DJ real quick. There it is. This song is called Gas Giant. Hope it's good. All right, so yes, I don't have X in my base anymore. There is no more X. Cool. So this portable scrubber... Actually, there's a bit of a reason to keep... how many moles? There's 22 moles. There's a bit of a reason to hook this portable scrubber up temporarily to this here, because it would increase my X that I have. Let's do that real quick before. So the idea of the down to 86C for plants. What is the plants temp? I'm sorry to keep crowdsourcing, but if someone could tell me what plant temp requirements are, that'd be awesome. All right, so let's empty out this portable scrubber because it has X that we actually want to recapture. So now it's going to outgas. Oh, interestingly enough, this scrubber equalized with this pipe here. I don't really know if it... it definitely went up in X though. 20 to 40 C for most plants. Okay. Let's turn on this pump. I'm just adding X to my coolant to pressurize it more. It's gonna warm it up because it's hot X, but still, it's worth it. So without a volume pump pulling the gas out of this air scrubber, yeah, without a volume pump pulling the gas out of the air scrubber, this is as empty as it's gonna get, which is fine. I only have the air scrubber to make sure that you know, I'm pulling X out, so apparently I'm doing that pretty well. And keeping this near the door is wise, because if I'm gonna have an X leak, it's gonna be here, likely. Thank you all for watching episode 10 of Rhadamant Plays Stationeers Venus, which originally aired live on Twitch. If you have any feedback for me, let me know in the comments below. Keep it in mind that there is many hours yet to air of these streams. If you'd like to catch a live stream, Rhadamant.com has all the information you need. Thank you all for watching. I'll catch you next episode or an upcoming stream.